Ah.
Hello, everyone. How's it going? I hope you're all having a thoroughly good day. What a day. What a month. What a year. What a decade. What a life. What a world.
Yes.
What a world. Welcome to the post-Minecraft live analysis stream. I'm joined by Lag, and Lag is joined by me.
Hi, guys.
It has been an interesting Minecraft live. Very interesting.
It was honestly not what I expected, a lot of it, but that's okay.
Hey, Stefan, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a nice morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. Also, 𝗘𝗢𝗚𝗚, who was on stream yesterday and now allowed to say your name, said, before we started streaming, can't be here during the stream. However, I want to give my opinion for you to decipher during it. We'll come to that, because that's going to be coming up. I'm gonna read those out, 𝗘𝗢𝗚. I'm not going to forget. I just want you to know I will get to it when we're on that bit. Right, should we just jump straight in then? Because I want to get through these first parts so we can get to the actual main meat of what is interesting for me. Although the first part, so let's switch over.
Let's do it.
Minecraft Legends. What were your thoughts on that initial announcement?
You know, I didn't really know a lot about it going into it, other than some speculation. I thought honestly it was going to be a little more. What's the game I'm thinking of?
Like Dynasty Warriors?
Yes, yeah. I thought
that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought it'd be more like Dynasty Warriors or Hyrule Warriors, which is just Dynasty Warriors in Hyrule. So, Minecraft Legends, if you've been living under a rock for the past year, it's an action strategy game, and it's story/lore driven. And from what I could see in that thing, it's like a mix between like open world exploration, and then there's like this weird commander type of strategy game mixed in with it when you're doing battles, where you can call for assistance. And I have some thoughts on that, which we're going to get to. but the general like overarching story is like the Nether's seeping into the overworld, and that's like the premise. And then there's different hordes of piglins that have different abilities. So it's basically the overworld versus the Nether.
Yeah, it's what it seems to be the general consensus of that.
Yeah.
The general plot.
So you can see on the screen there's like a couple of cinematic bits and pieces, and you've probably seen the cinematic for Minecraft Legends, but in game, it looks like this. I'm not a huge lover of it. I'm not gonna lie. Hear me out. It looks like a mobile game. It's the black. It's that slightly. You said it whilst we were watching the stream. Like it's that slight cell shaded look.
Yes, it's like it's trying too hard to be. Oh man, I can't think today. My brain is not working.
He can't think any day.
That's 100%. That's 100% true.
I like the black outline look. I like the cell shaded look. I'm a huge fan of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I have my little Wind Waker link. Technically not link. If we're gonna get real technical on the map, but that's for a different time and a different rant. It looks fine on the trees. It looks fine on like the large blocks. But if you look at the grass,
it's a bit too much, isn't it?
It looks like crap. Like it kind of fades, and it could just be that it's like, it's still in development. I get that. It's still in development. You can take all of these things with a pinch of salt, and please do. Actually, don't. It's bad for your heart. It's 2023, I think it said, right?
Yeah, I know it's next year. I just didn't know.
Well, that's as far as they'll tell us.
Yeah.
They don't care.
True.
They don't care. I don't give a damn about your thing. The grass just looks bad. It just fix that bit. Change it from black to be like a darker green, just a darker green than the actual grass is.
Yeah.
And it will look nicer. It just shouldn't be that solid black.
Hey,
That's my
Bob, welcome to the stream.
yeah. From a sort of like an X game developer standpoint, just keeping it where it's exactly the same for the smaller details. It reminds me there was a game for the Nintendo Wii called Mad World. It was just all black and white.
I think I do vaguely remember that.
And the smaller something gets when it's got that black outlining, the harder it becomes to decipher visually what that is.
It doesn't
That's
work for
the problem
everything.
with that. Yeah, that bit needs to be fixed. Just fix that a little bit, and I think it'll be all right. So the piglins, they showed some concept art for the piglins.
Yeah,
I like the concept art.
it is pretty cool.
I like the different shape things.
I like they're wearing like they're using like chains and stuff as their like for their holsters and things. Like it fits the aesthetic. I like
they're very.
I wish we saw more of this
industrial.
in like actual Minecraft, but yeah, that's a.
They are super industrial looking. I like it. We're going to be coming on to my thoughts on that, the overall visual of that, in a couple of different slides here. But I really like the concept art, and this is literally in here because whoever did this concept art, well done. I really like it. I genuinely, it's really nicely rendered out. I like it. So the entirety of Minecraft Legends centers around this thing, which is like the Well of Fate. And it's essentially like they've called it on. I'm pretty sure this is a direct quote from them. The heart of the world.
Yes. Yeah.
So
them saying that.
This is like where you start, and I guess like basically, given the fact it's called the Well of Fate and stuff, I kind of think this is kind of like their tree of life. Like this seems to be like if you look around it, it's very bountiful. And the world seems to get less bountiful the further away it gets from that bit. So
it reminds me a lot of a beacon. The shape,
it's
structure around it.
Yeah, it's a beacon of green, like greenness, like an eco beacon.
Yeah,
eco beacon.
Oh, I like that.
I like the idea of an eco beacon. In fact, Mojang, also during Minecraft Live, we haven't covered it in this, but they did a whole thing about how they're like trying to like they're working with BBC Earth to like do some like eco stuff. Just put eco beacons in. You're welcome. That's an Enigma freebie. You can have that one.
It's free real estate.
It's free real estate, Mojang. You take that. You take that and you run.
Exactly.
Won't even charge you. This next one, I'm going to let Lag explain because this is this one that he got the picture of, and I don't know why.
This is just adorable.
Is that it?
That was it. I saw the cutest ocelot I've ever seen, and I had to take a picture of it.
There is actually something.
Share it with you guys because it's brilliant.
See, I thought the reason you got this is because there's like an acorn hanging from the tree.
Oh, there is.
You didn't even notice. You didn't even notice.
I did not. I didn't even see it.
Amazing.
I do like if you look in the background, do you see the color change on the leaves?
Yeah, and do you know, that's the thing that I would really, I would like Minecraft Legends to have, if at all possible, would be seasons that change. So the trees actually changed colors throughout seasons.
The ground gets covered with snow, stuff like that.
Yeah, because I think that's a thing that I'm pretty sure universally Minecrafters would like to see it be like a world that actually changes and you kind of adapt to it over time and stuff. Like,
yeah, for real.
I think that's a fun sort of thing. I'm gonna jump a slide, Lag. So the things that you kind of work with, because we're gonna come back to the previous one. So at the Well of Fate, there's these things, and they're called the hosts. And there's 3 of them. There's foresight, knowledge, and action. And they remind me of the spirits, again, from Wind Waker. I know you've played Wind Waker, like, the spirits.
Oh, yeah.
Where you kind of, like, that originally played the musical instruments, the kind of, that ethereal look. That's what they remind me of. Stefan,
no,
piglins got lanterns and chains stuff. Yeah, I do like the industrial look of those piglins. I do like that. They remind me of those from Wind Waker. However, whilst I was watching it, and you can see because I have put a big circle around it. Taco, welcome to the stream, says, fun fact for the stream, most ostriches don't attend church. That is true, although I've not been to Australia.
Yeah.
So I cannot confirm. However, Absolute Grace is from Australia, and once we're wrapped up here, I will ask her if there is an ostrich church, just to clarify, make sure.
Wait. How's that possible? Everyone knows Australia isn't real.
That is true.
It's a myth.
So I've put a big circle around this one. Can you guess which one of these hosts this is? It's either knowledge, foresight, or action.
We all know.
We all know. It's foresight. Because they've given it 4 eyes, and I genuinely face-palmed whilst it was just like, come on, I see what you did there.
Really, guys? Really?
The thing that I find interesting, and again, I don't want to go off on like an Enigma rant about this. This is just going to be like a very quick thing. Later on in the stream, they started pointing out how like everybody's equal, and it's all about inclusion. Am I going to come to that? But then on this one, for like foresight, they were like, just give it 4 eyes. And for the for action, they just made it like a really like tough looking golem. And then for knowledge, they made it a really small character with a big head. It's like you can't support stereotyping in one thing and then be like, but everybody's equal on the other. Like,
did you also notice that the action's like big and like strong looking, but it has this really high pitched voice.
The Mike Tyson effect.
Yeah. Brilliant. Yes.
The Mike Tyson effect. Okay, so let's jump to this.
Oh yeah. I want to know what this guy is. That's the only reason I grabbed this. Is like, is he a trader?
This is the trader from Minecraft Dungeons. I think this actually might be a screen grab that you put for Minecraft Dungeons and accidentally slipped it into Minecraft Legends, because this looks like Dungeons.
That might be what it is.
Well, we're going to disregard this one.
Yep. Moving on.
So, again, I've circled this. So this is some in-game footage. They showed a little bit of in-game footage here and there. Of things that were, of Minecraft Legends, and then they showed like a chunk of it with 4 people playing it. I think we only actually saw 2 people's perspectives, but they assured us there was really 4 people.
Well, there were a couple shots where you could see like the other players running around the map.
Yeah, but I never saw them being controlled by the people that they said. They could have been AI.
Possibly.
I'm not falling for this, Mojang. I'm on to you. Everybody get your tinfoil hats. Let's do this.
Clearly, Pete was in control up here like this.
Pete was not in control. Pete longs for control in his life.
What are you talking about, right?
His wife is got a real stranglehold on the poor guy. Like, I've met Pete a couple of I'm sure he's a nice guy. I don't even know if he's married. So I've circled this. Cats. Can we get big cat mounts for regular Minecraft, please? Also, this cat reminds me of Big, which is the cat from Sonic that just fishes.
Oh, yeah.
But tiger mount, I'd like a cool tiger mount. Who doesn't want to ride into battle on the back of a cat? It was good enough for He-Man. It should be good enough for everybody else.
You know, everyone is going to name their first battle cat Cringer, right? That's just the way it's going to be. I'm showing my age here.
So yeah, they showed a few, and we've got like a few pictures to go through. Desert. Look how lush this desert is. We've got like some grasses down here. We've got like a big sort of cactusy looking thing. There's not like a default cactus in sight, actually. I've just noticed. Like,
I don't see any.
for parity, I'd like to see a couple of just regular, just to make it feel like it's a little bit more Minecrafty, because this is a very different desert. Also, there's
more like a what would the area be called? Like Yep. Anyway, go on.
Yeah. So in the middle of the screen, just around here, there's some thorns, and they suffer from the same thing the grass does, where it's a little bit you just lose what it is in the black outline, but they deal damage. So there is like elements within the world that will deal damage, which I think is interesting. I think that's like a good thing. Add a little bit of like environmental hazard into the mix. But I like some of the veins. Yeah, like I like some of the vein in here of like stone on the left and stuff. It has a nice deserty vibe. Can we get a desert update, Mojang, for Minecraft Java / Bedrock? It's just Minecraft now. I'd like that a lot.
These little grasses would look great. The thorns.
Yeah. Look, another company's already made these assets for you. Just nick them.
Yeah.
Just nick them. Be fine. What are they going to do?
Microsoft owns all of you guys. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Not fine.
Take it and then blame it on Bill Gates.
Yes.
So, creeper friends.
Oh yeah.
You're not against creepers. You're not going to be against creepers in Minecraft Legends. Minecraft Legends and creepers, you're together. It literally is the overworld versus the nether. So you can summon creepers and zombies to help you and stuff, because we all know villagers are useless. So you've disregarded them and you're just using creepers, zombies, skeletons.
I thought that was interesting too, that these were player built spawners.
Yeah, because
obviously you can tell.
Yeah, so the alleys, you've got like two different types of alley. You've got a blue alley in this, which is a collector. So you can like select things and it will go and collect them for you. So there's not like mining in this version of Minecraft. And then the yellow alley will craft and build stuff for you. So there's no crafting in this version of Minecraft. So there's no mining in this Minecraft, no crafting in this Minecraft. You're just a legend.
You're just a legend. Just
Other than the fact there'd be no mining and no crafting that you participate in, it's Minecraft.
Yes.
But
if you just took everything away from Minecraft except for the way it looks.
Yeah. Then it's like that. But I like the idea of, because these are essentially like almost like little mob beacons that you're making.
Pretty much.
Or I say you're making, the ally's making, right?
Yeah. Because you don't build anything.
You dictate. Welcome to Minecraft, the Dictator Edition.
If allies did in Minecraft what they do in Legends, I would be a lot more excited about them. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah, they showed a chest that like allies basically hoard goods and chests out of the world. One of the things you can do is just rob them. Just sneak up, be like, see this chest? I know you're helping me build and craft stuff and mine things in this Minecraft game, but I'm taking this chest. Why? Because I'm riding on a giant purple cat and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Nothing you can do.
Okay, battle sequence is the next one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, excuse me, guys.
So, Lag brought up an interesting thing that I found, interesting. Doubled up on the interesting. It was that interesting. It was double interesting. He went double interesting, guys. You never go full double interesting. He whilst we were watching, he was like, don't piglins zombify in the overworld?
Yeah. So
I'm guessing, because they're converting the overworld into the nether, right? It's the nether seeping through, and we see that. So I think...
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's going to essentially create like a barrier for them. I'm hoping that's what it's like, and that they don't leave that area, so it's like a contained bit, which it does seem to be the case, because if you look on this screenshot where it's red in like the backdrop there, they're there, but they're not in where the land is still overworld.
Yeah, maybe they can only go wherever they've spread.
This is going to bring me on to my first rant. Genuinely.
Let me go grab the popcorn. I'll be right back.
Mojang, I don't want to play a flag carry simulator. I want there to be something else I can do, please. Like, there was so much action in this scene, and then I paid attention to what the player was doing, and you were just waving a flag around. Like, there was nothing else going on. It was just like, and I wave my flag here, stand over here, wave my flag here, and stand back and watch.
Oh, here's so many. Let me wave my flag. I'm just gonna
Let me wave my flag for a moment.
Flag over here for a minute.
I'd like that to be a little bit more. And there may be, they just may not be showing that. But you please, in future, if there is more to it than just waving a flag around, you should show us, because that was a little bit lackluster. Like, the actual exploration, the world looks nice, other than the little bit I said about the grass and the little bit black outlines that kind of spoil it. But the world itself looks
like
fun.
it reminds me of like the old overhead strategy sim games of like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, and the thing is, I love that
type of game. You have a physical
game.
Character on the field that can take damage, which, if you can't defend yourself, I don't think that should be. Yeah.
Also, just, why aren't we getting involved? Where we're supposed to be like this legendy type. I don't know why we're not getting involved.
You're a legend at commanding your troops. That's what you do.
I'd just like there to be a little bit more that the player can do. At some point, I did see one of the players swinging a sword. But if it's a team-based game, I think there should just be a little bit more that you can do. You can build towers, defense structures, and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool, I guess.
That's what these are.
So we've seen what the overworld looks like, but in the cinematic, we kind of got to see what the Nether looked like, right?
Oh yeah, and wow.
So here we see the Nether and the Piglins as seen through the eyes of J.R.R. Tolkien circa 2023. Because this reminded me of the bit from Lord of the Rings when like it cuts in and they're like in the, like doing all of the industrial building and structuring and stuff. And that's what it reminds me of. It's a cool image, though. This was probably like one of my favorite parts of the entire stream was just this visual. Not just this particular section, the whole aesthetic of the Nether in Minecraft Legends. Honestly, if it looks like this, let them have the overworld, because I think this looks better.
Yeah, it does. It looks way better.
It's more interesting.
The piglins, they've got it.
One thing that I would like to see actually for Minecraft Legends, and they've not discussed it, so I don't think it's a thing, but I'm hoping that if I mention it, and if other people mention it, that they might include it, would be a PvP element, where there's a team that are controlling the piglin side, and a team that are controlling the overworld side, and it's like two sets of commanders. That
would be cool, actually.
As like a battleground.
Everything is PvP, battle royale nowadays. What are you guys? You're just not gonna.
I just think that adding that PvE, you can still play PvE, but adding it in for a multiplayer option of like a battleground where it's like one set of people control the piglin side, one set of people are controlling the overworld side, and it's an actual PvP battle, because Minecraft Dungeons is straight PvE, if I remember correctly. I don't think there's any PvP in there.
Yeah, no. I think you're right.
And PvP in Minecraft it's got a big following. I think it'd be good to give them something that would be enjoyable. So we can see that like all of the piglins here, and they're awesome. I kind of like the look of the aesthetic of the piglins in Minecraft Legends, but we also see some like warlords.
Oh yeah, these guys look cool.
Which I really like, and we can see them like plotting out stuff on the map, which is awesome. No other purpose, just to showing you this, just piglin warlords. I'd like to see some of the, like, not necessarily these, but certainly, I don't know, like a piglin. I think a piglin boss in a bastion would have been a cool idea. I think we missed a trick on that.
Well, I mean, I think
brutes are cool.
I
But
think you, me, and every other Minecrafter can agree that Minecraft needs more bosses. Like,
yeah, a few more bosses.
seriously.
A few more bosses.
And like we just said a minute ago, Mojang, you guys have like all these assets. Just nick a few and throw them into Minecraft. Come on,
Just nick them.
come on.
and that is essentially Minecraft Legends. It's an action strategy game. The action looks fun. The strategy not so much, from what I could see. I actually really like the aesthetic for the piglins.
But it's still early in development, so maybe we'll see some changes.
PvE looks all right. I'd like there to be some PvP. That'd be great. And that's there. Like I said, that's Minecraft. That's Minecraft Legends. And then after that, they kind of went into Minecraft Dungeons a little bit. Look at these eye boys.
Oh,
Have you seen these eye boys? Like, look at these eye boys.
Yes.
These are the eye boys.
I wish I had grabbed more screen. There was a bunch of Enderman variants.
There was a lot of Enderman variants, but there is in Minecraft Dungeons.
True.
So Minecraft Dungeons has got an update that's called the Fauna Affair. God damn it, the Fauna Fair. I have this problem, and I said this during whilst we were watching it together during the actual main Minecraft live stream. I have a problem with that name because so it's Fawn Affair, but it sounds like someone saying fawn affair, like a stag has gone in and it's just like, my fawn, she's having an affair. Oh, god damn, Buck, I didn't think this was like, has it got that serious? Yes, my fawn, she's having an affair on me. That's just how I heard it mentally, just the fawn affair.
The stuff that goes on inside that box. Just okay.
Yes, it's called the Fauna Fair, not Fawn Affair. Yeah, like fair. Flora and fauna right. Fair. So fauna, for anybody that's not aware, it's the opposite of flora. Flora is plants, fauna is animal, so it's animal fair.
Yes.
Farron says Farron.
What?
I'm just reading out. Farron has said Farron.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate it.
Farron. Farron affair?
They showed some stuff of Minecraft Dungeons. It's more of the same. If you like Minecraft Dungeons, it's more of the same with that.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much all I have to say on it. That and the fauna affair, that thing. Other than that, it was pretty non-eventful. Unlike this, where it's a weird chicken fish. Look at this goddamn chicken fish.
Chicken of the sea right there.
You see this chicken? So they showed Blockbench off, basically. They showed Blockbench off.
Yep.
That's what they did. I think it's still just Bedrock. I was trying to ascertain whilst we were watching whether it was like Bedrock or Java, because there was some where the character and coordinates weren't in the top left of the screen like they are in Bedrock, which makes me think it's also Java. But they didn't state, so I think it's probably just Bedrock. But hopefully we'll get something for Java, because easily adding mobs in with these custom eggs, where you can just throw them in and be done with it, even if it like does it, as like, I know you can do it with Gecko Lib, but I don't want to get into that. It's all like way nerdy, and the only person it will appeal to is Eve. Also, hey Eve, welcome to the stream.
Hey Eve.
Yeah, it's Bedrock has the ability. I'd like to see them included into Java in some way. I think that'd be fun. They keep talking about parity. They're like parity. Bedrock has custom mobs. Java edition version of Mojang are just like, yeah, screw you. We're not doing that. No. You see that parity?
I have this feeling someone in the office at Mojang mentions that, and then they all just go, Oh, but mods.
Yeah, but mods.
And they're like, oh, yeah, mods.
All right, okay. But parity only for the popular version. Yeah. Yeah.
Which
exactly
isn't really in the definition. But yeah, okay.
And then during the Minecraft Live event, we then had a little bit of fluff, a little bit of talking, bunch of stuff, blah, 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 blah. And then we got a cinematic that was just a Danny Elfman rip, which I enjoyed, but all that was going through my head is, this is Danny Elfman, 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 it's Danny Elfman, this is Danny Elfman.
I was like, I could, in my mind, I could see Jack Skellington singing it or something.
You can't see this on stream, but we've capped, like, a lot of these things we've got captions, so we kind of like know, and this one is literally called Danny Elfman, is that you, bro? Like, that's how much it reminded us of Danny Elfman. So there's going to be people that are like, who the hell is Danny Elfman? He did a bunch of music scores for Tim Burton, most notably Nightmare Before Christmas. Also did like Beetlejuice and some other stuff, but it reminded me of Nightmare Before Christmas, which it was cool, but honestly, it served no purpose to anything else.
And what, like almost a year late?
yeah. If they'd have done that last year for the introduction of the Warden, I feel like the Warden's kind of been sort of, because it was like he was like pushed out over like 3 updates.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, oh, we're going to be in 117. It was like, no, it's going to be in 118. No, it's going to be in 119. And then we get it. And then like in 120, they're just like, and now you can have a cinematic.
Well, and I feel like this was kind of a tease too, because I don't know about you, but for me, the Deep Dark has kind of left me wanting, it's kind of just left me wanting more, and you got that ominous portal frame that there's a lot of speculation about, and I think we even mentioned it while we were watching. Oh, maybe this is about the ancient update or the portal. Nope. It was just It was just what we already had. Which again, it was a really nice sequence, but
it was a little bit too Danny Elfman-y.
Yeah.
And if it's Danny Elfman-y, I appreciate it, but if it's Danny Elfman-y, it doesn't serve any purpose. Then it's just weird.
Maybe this is just a sneak peek from the Minecraft movie.
Mob vote.
Ah, yes. The thing everyone has been waiting for.
Mob vote.
Well, who's it going to be?
The 𝗕𝗢𝗫𝗛𝗚. The 𝗕𝗢𝗫𝗛𝗚's lost. I am very sad.
Very, very sad.
The 𝗕𝗢𝗫𝗛𝗚, I don't care. I'll be honest, I stopped caring.
I am genuinely angry about this. Like, seriously, guys? We have had so many opportunities for more golems. Living, moving, passive or friendly mobs, and you guys just every time you're like, I get the other thing.
I get. Look, I'll be honest. A lot of these things, they kind of already.
I'm not gonna be the whole time.
Already serve a lot of purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've already got things that kind of do. I'd have liked to have seen the 𝗕𝗢𝗫𝗛𝗚. I know that somebody's just going to mod and put it in anyway, because that's what the modding community does, because they're absolute legends. But Eve said, I don't want the Minecraft vote anymore. The community gets split apart so often. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I think carving it up into fiefdoms like this, where it sort of like pits people against each other. The thing is, I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again, and I know it's an unpopular opinion, but it's a marketing strategy, everyone.
Yeah.
It's because they announced that these 3 things, and then as idiots, we all run out and we start advertising it for them. We go onto Twitter and we're like, I'm voting for the sniffer, Minecraft Live, we're going to vote for this. And it gets them more attention. It gets it out there. So they could pay for a marketing thing, or they can just have us do it for free, which is essentially what they do. And it's a great idea, and it is a proven strategy in games development. It works. We've all employed it in the past in some way or another. It's a good thing to do. It's only good for them. It's not good for the community as a whole.
Well, the only thing that annoys me about the mob vote thing, well, I mean, I guess I do see the whole point of like it can have the potential to split the community, which I don't anything that promotes toxicity of any variety within a community, I'm vehemently against. Minecraft overall has been one of the it's been both. Like it's been one of the most toxic and least toxic communities I've been involved in. So let's not create more reason to bring toxicity.
It's not the most toxic community you've ever been in. That would be League of Legends. Hey,
see, I never played League.
But it can be pretty toxic, the Minecraft community. I think Bedrock is probably less toxic than Java. I think Java has got a little bit more.
Bedrock audience is younger though, and I think
I think that's better though, because the problem is, and I've played Minecraft since like late 2010. And I absolutely hate people that gatekeep it, and they're like, "Oh well, I don't think that should have been included." And just shut up, shut up. Like the game has to evolve. Move on. Come on.
I think my only other issue with the whole mob vote thing is, and I know I can't place an instance where it's been said specifically in my mind, but I know at some point Mojang's mentioned before, oh well, we'll probably bring some of these other mobs in future updates. That's never going to happen. It's never, ever going to happen. I think we all know that. And it's just stick to what you say you're going to do. If you're going to give me that iron golem or that copper golem one day, can we actually do that? We get an update on that? Are any of those mobs
I would
to be added later, or is that just false promises?
Again, it's an unpopular opinion, I'm aware of it, but I'd prefer, rather than doing a mob vote, if they would expend the energies that they spend as a development studio, coming up with 3 different ideas, 3 different animations and stuff like that, and all of the marketing idea and things going behind it, and wasting the time in Minecraft Live and doing all of that stuff, and setting up buttons and servers where you can go in and vote, just working on a really good mob. You're a development studio.
Put into the set?
You're a development studio.
The set,
you know better. Like, you know better than the community does.
Yeah.
If you put your mind to it, because you've studied it for years. There's a reason you're working at one of the what is considered one of the most prestigious studios in the world, the biggest game in the world, because you're talented. Trust in yourself. They want this
to have like what a 50-year lifespan.
Yeah, 50-year lifespan. Yeah. So that's something I'm gonna come back to a little bit, because there was a little bit of nugget in there that I kind of think is a little bit weird, doesn't sit right with me. But we're gonna come to that. The first thing I want to do is, for years, well, certainly the past 4, people have been like, Steve, is he black or is he white? Because he's darker skinned than Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the answer's been answered. He wasn't. Because they're adding in new default skins.
Oh, our big old heads are in the way.
Oh, they're not of mine. I had a better layout.
Well, good for you.
Here I am, up on my high horse, because I need to be more taller than you.
Hey.
Eve said, Mojang is like, here, 6 cool new mob ideas are now gone forever and won't ever come back. Yeah. My fields of study... we don't show half-finished concepts either. The concept is fresh, nice. People imagine something non-relatable concept. I'm happy with the new skins though. Alex and Steve deserve new friends.
And I agree. I agree that they do.
Well, you had some things on this.
Yeah, I just feel like that they kind of missed the mark here. Like, this could have been an opportunity to add some new skin models. Maybe somebody that's a little taller, maybe a little shorter. I am a short guy, so would I be 2 blocks tall? No, absolutely not. Not everybody's equal. Like in that, where's a muscular looking guy or a huskier guy? Yeah,
and that is the thing that I'd say is they were saying that the whole reason for this is for inclusion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's true, and that's fantastic. I love the idea of inclusion, and you can be a different race. That's fantastic, but you can't be short or fat. You can't have any missing limbs, any disabilities that are visual or anything like that, because we want to include everyone. You should be able to have a slightly, not massively, just a couple of pixels lower. Wouldn't affect the hitbox. Hitbox would be the same.
Yeah, it's just aesthetic.
Eve says Minecraft wheelchair mode.
Hey, you know what? I'm 100% for it.
Yeah, just add in a couple of extra models, like I said, just adding in like a few variants of models would have been cool. Mm-hmm. We got slim arm and like 3 pixel wide arm and 4 pixel wide arm, right?
These are all great, but they're just Steve and Alex variants, which
they're just
is
I think
already
a couple
what
of
we
different
do with our custom skins. I mean,
I know that's a hard thing for them to have done, because if they were to have done that and say, made like one of them taller, one of them shorter, one of them fatter, one of them thinner, or whatever, maybe one of the heads slightly narrower, somebody would have been like, oh, well, that's your racial stereotyping. There's always going to be somebody that's like, oh, well, you're racial stereotyping now, because you've made that one fat, or you've made that one thin, or you've made that one tall, or that one short. And,
unfortunately, like some games get away with it just fine, but that's like look at Fallout. You can make any skin tone, any body type, mix, match, change, whatever. You'd have to incorporate some way to do that in Minecraft to like really be fully inclusive.
Yeah.
Which I don't know that, given the way skins and textures and all that work, that would be quite a feat, I think.
However, I say all of this, but in the video, we also see this, and there's a creeper in there. So, creeper inclusion confirmed. Can I be a creeper now? Is that okay? I want to play as a creeper. I'd like that. Please. Having various body shapes would have been amazing, says Fizz. Hey Fizz, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're having a nice afternoon. There's just a couple of the differences. Like, I would like it if Peanut was like slightly short, not like hysterically shorter, where it'd be affecting hitboxes, but just a couple of pixels where it doesn't affect. We've got it with Steve and Alex. Then, a pixel or two doesn't matter.
If you wanted to have, like, even with that, you could have a setting that you could change, maybe where, because like we have a mod that does it, right? What if you wanted to play with your kid, and your kid wants to be kid size? Good, look, little Peanut, actually little Peanut sized. That's I'd pay money. I'd pay money to watch that series.
Fizz has just said 1 pixel up, 1 pixel down, thicker and thinner. Yeah, that's all it would take. That's all it would take for Minecraft, like for like online multiplayer sort of thing. It wouldn't affect any hitbox, and it would just give a little bit of variance. And it would be great if you could, in the options you can select like, oh, show the outer layer of this, show that. You should just be able to mix and match it. Like, be like, I want 1 pixel wide head with thinner arms and stuff, So, that'd be good. All right, now we're going to get on to the really fun stuff.
Skin creation a nightmare.
It probably would, yeah. Probably just have it as sad things.
It would make it really complicated.
The fun stuff. We're getting better signs.
Yeah, we are.
We're getting better signs.
Finally.
I have had so much problems in Season 2 of Random Craft trying to make signposts to get around the world, because every design that I could come up with was just really chunky or just didn't work. So not only did we come up with the idea of a hanging sign, it has 3 different variants. There's one for when it's attached to walls, which you can see where it says something sweet there. And then one for if it's getting hung from blocks, which is the one that says armor up in the top right corner. And in the middle, at the bottom, you can see armor up, where it's hung from like a post. So it's like a single point blocks. It has such a great idea, and it's gonna make for some really cool stuff. What I would like, and I know we have this tendency as the community, right? When we see something, we're like, that's great, but add this now. And I'm about to do that. Could we get the same for item frames?
Oh, yes. Mojang, make it happen. Do it. Do it now.
If we could get the same for item frames, that would be great. If we could just have it where item frames also could be hung like that, because they work in similar sort of vibe. But having it where, especially for people that do like custom map art and stuff like that, would be great for having them be able to be hung from things as an actual sign, or just being able to put the block in the center.
Well, like, look at the bookshop on the Season 2 Random Craft server. Like, I basically made a version of that using Trapdoor.
Yeah, yeah.
Item frame to make the books. It's just a book. But that would be so much better if it was like one double-sided thing I could just slap a book in. And
Eve says, I would love the sign to look more like planks. Yeah, I think that that's going to be something that they'll do. I think that during the snapshots, I think people are going to suggest that and they'll change the texture. That's my personal thought on that. I did think similarly on that, and then I think that's probably going to be something that gets done. I do like the clean look of it, though. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like the fact that they kind of like plates. Like, I like the acacia one there on the right of where it's circled. You could make that actually look like a vent flap, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
So you could like, because it's not got that heavy texture. You could still do it even with the texture, but I do like that idea. The next thing they've announced is bamboo. Got loads of bamboo stuff, guys. Look at all this bamboo. It's very yellow. It's very yellow.
It is very yellow. That's okay though.
But again, like all of this stuff, like when it gets into snapshots, they often make little texture changes, tweak tones and stuff like that based on feedback. So if you don't like how yellow this is, don't just completely disregard it. Play on the snapshot, look on the Minecraft feedback, upvote it if somebody else has had that similar opinion, because they do listen more often than not, and that's what it's there for. So yeah, bamboo blocks, got bamboo doors, bamboo trapdoors, bamboo fence, bamboo slabs, bamboo stairs. There's bamboo everything. The windows aren't bamboo.
Was this thatched bamboo? Was that what they
called? No. I actually can't remember what they called that off the top of my head.
Like, I could see that as a good floor block. Walls, I'm not so crazy about it, but
yeah, it'll have its purpose. That's for sure.
How about them rafts?
Yeah, we're getting rafts instead of there being. I don't like the way the chest is sat on it. Mosaic bamboo. Thank you, Fizz.
Yes, mosaic. Yes.
Yeah,
I think it's still cool that they included a chest variant, though.
Yeah, I think a model tweak needs to be made on that. It just looks a little bit like it should fall off. It looks very precarious.
It should have like a row of like the bamboo around the bottom of it to look like it's kind of held in there.
Yeah. That'd make it. That's the way it just sort of looks like someone's like glued it to the.
Yeah, it's just sitting on there. That's gonna fall off, dude. It's gonna fall off.
Having it strapped down would be cute. Yeah, even that, just like a bit of rope going around or over the top, like. That'd be a nice, simple way of solving it. Just like the green little binding that's on the thing, just putting that over as a texture over the thing when it gets put on.
Yeah, that binding.
That'd be enough. I like it. I think it's going to be useful. Eve says patent industrial parquet flooring. Yeah, it's going to have its uses.
That's what I said when we were watching. It reminds me of that flooring, that pergo flooring.
It's a nice looking block. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. I kind of like all of this stuff. I'd like there to have been like a couple of variants of it, or maybe like treat it like copper. Where it starts off green and turns yellow, and you could wax it to prevent it from going yellow.
Yeah,
I think that would have been good. Donator. Alas, I wish I wish I just got more green wood. Another lost opportunity. Well, yeah, I just kind of covered that with the stream today. I hope you're having a nice day, man. But yeah, I think having it where it'd have been like it started off green, and then it would turn yellow, and then you could wax it to stop it from going more yellow would have been good. So you could kind of you could essentially get like 4 block variants of it being like going from green to yellow, and you could do a lot of texturing with that.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that, because I think certainly with like the pattern, the mosaic thing, it would give like a really cool thing for that. Fizz says, when I saw the mosaic bamboo, I now want it for all. I agree. I think for dark oak and things like that, it would make for some really great floors.
Yes.
Like really, really great floors.
So somebody's going to make a mod or a texture pack for that, but it should just be a thing.
Eve says, I would love it to be more worn off, like getting more scratchy and used or something like that. Minecraft Dungeons effect-ish. Yeah, again, like, the texture that's there now, I think it will probably change.
Oh yeah, these are very early on.
Yeah, I think they'll change a bit. I do like that idea, though, where they kind of look like a little bit more worn. That would be nice. But yeah, like I said, I'd have liked it to have started off green, turn yellow over time, and be able to wax them. That's other than that, it's fantastic. I do really like it. Bookshelves. Vanilla bookshelves now a thing of the past, because we're getting new ones.
Getting these sexy bookshelves right here.
These are usable bookshelves.
Yes.
So rip old vanilla bookshelves, because you're dead to me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're still in the game because these are called what, chiseled?
I think that's what they said on the stream. Yeah, chisel bookshelves. I like them. I like being out of the.
Well, to be fair, you mix these with the originals and
you'll get like a
side of some looms, and you get a really varied textured look in a library.
Yeah. They were different, because the other thing is these look the walls in here, I can't, because it might just be the lighting, but on the back it kind of looks, so on this back wall where the painting is, it kind of looks like oak, but on the wall to the right it looks like spruce, and I can't tell whether this spruce or and it's just bright, or whether it's oak and it's just dark. But either way, it'll be good. I don't really like the pixel space between the books. I know they're trying to differentiate, and I'd have liked it to have held more books than 6, because it looks a bit weird. The books look really fat.
They do.
Which I'm not.
I feel like they could have dropped
thick books.
Maybe made it 4 books per shelf.
Yeah, that would have been good. 8 would have been nice, because, 8 is half of 16, 16 is half of 32, 32 is half of 64, so it would have been nice, but they've gone with 6 because Mojang reasons.
Because reasons.
The books are a bit fat for me. I'm glad I'm glad we can interact with them. You can also, one of the other things I haven't stated yet, they're going to be redstone capable with the use of comparators. So that's going to make for some interesting devices, I think.
Some redstone genius will figure out something crazy to do with it.
Oh, I've already got some ideas, and I'm not a redstone genius, so the redstoners are going to be really.
But then you watch the guy build like a completely new version of like a randomizer, just because he felt like it.
Yeah, but I'm not like TimeSoft level.
I mean, who is?
That is fair.
I mean, even some of the pros out there are not.
Their sides and top look like you put wood into the chisel from the chisel mod. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, kind of.
They've got like a pillared sort of look. It's going to be great for people that like doing texturing. Basically, me and most builders.
Yeah.
We're going to have a lot of fun playing with those. I know we are.
Yep.
They could have been called Empty Bookshelf. Yes, I think Empty Bookshelf would have been a better name than Chiseled Bookshelf. I don't really get why they're called Chisel Bookshelves, to be honest.
Because you've had to chisel it out, maybe? Maybe? I don't know.
Donator says, I wonder if the books remember the order.
Ooh.
If we place a fire resistance book inside, can we pull it out specifically by grabbing the top left book? Oh, right. So, like, based on where you put it, whether you can just take it without having to interact. That would be a nice way of doing it. I'm interested on some of the interactivity of it as a block. That's for sure. I would like it where you could just right-click to take things in and off, and it's sort of like based on where you're looking. I don't know if that's the way they're going to go, though. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be like Fizz has just said, last in, first out. Can we have chisel chests we put stuff in? I like the idea. I don't like some of the texturing options. I'm sure that again is early. Mostly because it's lighter where you can put books. I don't really understand what the just make it all a dark brown. I don't know what the texturing is when it's empty. It just looks weird to me. Unless it's supposed to be a divider. Is that what it's supposed to be? Is it supposed to be like 3 little compartments? It's got like a little wood divider in between each one? That might be what it's supposed to be indicating. If it is, it's not doing it very well for me.
No, because the texture or the color in between is, like, if you look at the empty one on the upper right, to me,
you've just said, is my inventory chiseled? Because, like, I can fill it with my stuff. Yeah, anything in Minecraft now that you can put stuff into is chiseled.
Explain chiseled bricks.
They're not chiseled anymore. They're going to be called empty bricks. Oh yeah, I know that it's there to visually show, but just visually indicating without any purpose, as far as texturing goes, isn't great for this type of game. I think what they're trying to go with is like a wood divider, based on the way that they've got the texture in there on the in-between bits. Stone bookshelves would be rad. Stone would be good. One of the mods that I really enjoyed allowed you to put down a bookshelf and then right-click it with a block, and it would take that look, like you'd almost painted it with that block. It was almost like you could like put it in as like, I want it to visually look like this, and it just changed it, which would be cool. Okay.
Oh, yes.
You ready for the big one? Getting new mounts. We're getting camels. Yes! Now this we're going to come back to that bit we were talking about earlier on this. So we're going to get camels. Camels can dash, but they move slower overall. And they can be ridden by 2 players at a time, which is pretty cool. Because in one of the bits of video that they showed, it looks like one person's steering, and then the other person's like sat on the back and they're firing at mobs. So you kind of got like a turret in the form of another player.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just excited that we finally have, because you've been able to do this for a while with boats, but that's not really good for land travel.
Yeah.
This gives you an earlier game way to travel with 2 people. I wonder if you'll be able to put chests on them.
Yeah. I think having like pillar type things on them would be good.
Or like saddlebag.
like a little saddlebag type of thing. It's nice. I like the idea of them. I think they're a good way to make the world feel less sterile. Certainly deserts where it is very sterile. I actually did a poll recently where I was asking people which thing they would like to see most updated, and the desert was like right up there because of its sterility. So I like the idea. I think they're an interesting thing, but this is where one of my problems came in. Agnes said something, you mentioned it earlier, where they were saying that they only wanted to add in mobs that fit within the eco-sphere and didn't want to double up. So they were saying, like, they were struggling when they were coming up with the idea of camels to make them so they were felt unique in comparison to a horse because they didn't want two things to be similar. Okay, well, you've got a lot of different types of fish in the game, so let's stop there.
Yeah.
Also, that's just not how the animal kingdom works. Like, diversity comes by the small little changes that create the gradient of the world. Like, there's small changes that occur, and having it where it's like, well, we'll only include something if it's completely different, kind of seems like a weird thing. It's a weird idea. It's a weird move to make. Like, what do you define as being different? Because rabbits hop, frogs hop. You've put both of those in the game before we've got, like, squirrels or anything like that. Like, you're not going to add any other birds because parrots can fly. It just seems mad.
I think most Java players have played mods that add a ton of, like, normal animals to the game, and I can tell you, as someone who has done that, doubling up's fine in that sense. Like, it really adds a lot of life to the game, and I think that's something that Minecraft needs. I've said for a long time there needs to be more birds. There's already chickens and there's parrots, right? But where are the birds just, like, flying across the sky? And I think it would add a lot of. I get that there's an engine limitation with Java. Bedrock doesn't really have it, but they're trying to keep parity, and I get that. There's only so much that Java can do without having to absolutely tear through RAM, because Minecraft predominantly it tears through that with more mods. The problem that I have is having it where things can't be even remotely similar. That's just not how the real world works. Yeah.
And they're saying they're wanting to be all about inclusion with this update. It was like inclusion and things. And in that case, what difference does it make that what they said was, we don't want to include anything that is not different. We only want to include things that are different. Here's some other skins because everybody's the same. That makes no sense. You can't say we're only going to include things that are different. Here we've included different races. That now sounds racist. So you just don't do it. Just allow things to be developed, even if they're slightly similar. It doesn't have to be completely different, Mojang. Like, no one is going to pull a gun to your head and be like, this mob is too similar to this mob. We just want the world to feel more lived in.
Hey, look. Cats, ocelots.
Yes.
Not much difference.
I know. I mean, ocelots used to be cats, right? Used to just tame them, so
it's fine. No one cared. No one cared. In fact, we all like it. We like it. We like that.
I mean, you could do the same with a lot of things, like zombies' husks.
Yep.
Like, it's just withers aren't needed. Like, you just don't. There's lots of things that are needed. You put them in because it makes the world feel more lived in.
Yeah, no one has to fight a wither. We do it because it's a challenge. It's there.
It's not a slight against the camel. I like the camel. I like the fact they've thought about it and given it some different abilities and stuff, and that's cool. But I don't want them as a developer to go down the wrong path of thinking everything has to be completely different, because I think that's just a pigeonhole that they're putting themselves into that is completely unnecessary.
Yeah, why limit? Why limit themselves?
Here are some camels. Here are some beautiful camels, everyone. Look at these beautiful camels. Look at them. Gorgeous. So we've got one laying down, one stood up. And I'm going to say this now because I know it's going to happen. I don't know. Let me just get caught up. Here. I think we've reached a point where Mojang's intern design philosophy is to tell us about their design decisions. So maybe many philosophies only have started. Yeah, that's true. I'm going to say this now because I know that there's going to be people in the community that are probably already saying it, and I'm not. We started this right after Minecraft Live, so I don't know. And if they've not started saying it, they're going to start saying it. In before community starts shouting, "Oh my god, they look modded, I hate it, they don't look vanilla." Shut up. You're not the developer. Anything that they put into the game is vanilla because they're Mojang, and they've put it in. Also, Notch made vanilla Minecraft, the very, very first version of Minecraft, and Minecraft now is completely different to when I started playing it in 2010.
Yeah.
Go back and play the very Minecraft 1. That's all you're allowed to play if you're going to be like, oh, well, it's not vanilla, because that's the very vanilla. Everything else has been expansion since that point.
Yeah. Remember when you used to just spawn extra Steves just because?
Yeah.
It would just bounce around.
I remember a time before the Nether was included.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Anything that they do is vanilla because it's for vanilla Minecraft and they are Mojang. I get so sick of people saying it doesn't look vanilla enough. Kind of had it with the Warden. People like it doesn't look vanilla enough.
So they can do what they want.
Like, it's just community. You have to get over yourselves. You're not developers. You don't know what you're talking about. Of course they're vanilla. Because it's vanilla Minecraft and they're Mojang. And if you're wanting the purest form of vanilla, go ask Notch to make a game. Because he's not been doing anything with the $2 billion that he got.
So ask him to make one. He's got enough of money.
Yeah, he's got enough money to go and develop you a nice new fresh Minecraft vanilla-esque game. Or just play Minecraft 1. Like the very, very first release. Just go play that. Because everything else since then has been an update.
If you want to play terrible Minecraft, there's tons of clones out there.
And as Mojang said themselves, that as a community, I think we all agree with Agnes, we want the game to live for as long as possible, right? But we love the game. That's why we're all here. That's why you're watching this stream. That's why Lag and I play Random Craft and make tutorials and guides and stuff for people. We all like Minecraft. We want it to succeed. We want it to live for as long as possible. And like Agnes said, she wants this game to be around in 30 or 40 years' time. And the only way you can do that is with progression.
Yeah.
There was a famous thing where somebody during the Victorian era stated that anything that could be invented has already been invented. And look at the 20th century. We have to progress. It's vanilla. Get over it. All right? And if you've got a problem with it, hit me up on Discord. There should be links down in the descriptions. Come over. I'll give you my address. Fight me. Literally come to I will fight you physically. I will hammer you into the ground like a tent peg.
It's just a game, man. It's not that serious.
Yeah, that's my problem. People get really angry about something not being vanilla, and
which in turn makes you very angry.
Yeah, it's just it doesn't matter. Like they're the developers. Let them have fun. Studios. I'm speaking now. Like we're going to close this off soon. I studied games development and stuff. Studios close constantly. They're constantly closing. The games design industry is not a fun industry to be working in at all. It's filled with crunch times, mental health issues, sexual harassment. You name it, it's terrible. Genuinely, it's an awful environment. It's not a
great industry to work in.
Mojang harbor a really good environment. The community shouldn't make it bad for them. Everything they provide, I paid. Well, I didn't even pay for it. Flames, who's a friend of mine, bought me Minecraft in 2010 whilst we were at university. And I think it was like $6 or $7 something. It was literally barely any. I've not given them a penny since. like not a penny. So lay off them.
How much enjoyment you've had.
Yeah, let them do their creative stuff. And that's been Minecraft Live.
That seems to be a thing in a lot of gaming communities, though, where like games that give away tons of free content, people just like to complain, like just in general.
That's true. That is true. That happens in a lot of communities, to be fair.
Which is a shame, because like you were saying, the developers they're under a lot of stress, a lot of strain.
Yeah. Donator said, the issue I have with vanilla is more the stylistic differences. Minor stuff such as smooth animation of frogs versus the default cow. The style has changed, but yet to be updated. Yes.
Yeah.
That again, though, I don't think that comes down. I think that's more of a mislabeling. I've seen that, like somebody say before, like, oh well, it's not vanilla because that's more a case that the old mobs need to be updated for parity. That's a parity related problem. Blizzard did it with World of Warcraft, where they started updating older areas to be more in keeping with the newer stuff, so that it felt like it was the same game. Mojang needs to do the same, because the game has reached that age where it needs that update to the older stuff. The newer stuff is fine. The older stuff needs that update to make it feel more like it's all in keeping.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's tons of... I know there's mods out there that make, like, more animations for mobs. And just that little refresh, like where... what's the one I've seen? Where like a sheep will just bend down to like eat the grass, and it actually looks like it's doing it.
I think I've got a feeling that might just be called better animations or something like that.
But you see, you get what I'm saying though. Like, yeah, I'm on board 100% with what you're driving at there. Like, I really think a lot of what would make it feel just better in general, like go back to the sheep and be like, maybe we should update this 10-year-old animation. And, you watch a frog walk across the ground and it looks, its body like a wheat.
Yeah, Donator is right. Like the frog, and not just because of the Minecraft Live announcement thing, is smooth AF. Like the animation on it in game is really smooth.
It is. Why do we have janky cow movement?
The same actually with the Warden. The Warden has some slick animations, like it coming out of the ground and stuff like that, like really nicely done. Some updates to some of the older ones I think would be better, and that's just a parity related issue. But that's what we're getting, guys, for the next Minecraft update. We're getting camels, chiseled bookshelves, bamboo variant of lots of different things, including rafts and stairs and slabs and the mosaic bamboo, and most importantly, and my favorite, to be honest, as a builder, hanging signs.
Yes, I can't wait.
Fresh animations, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fizz. I knew it was something else like better animations, but fresh animations. Fizz coming in strong.
Like, just come on, Mojang. Just buy that from those guys. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, fresh animations is great. Yeah, I agree. It is. It's a really, really, really great thing, and again, could just be included. In the little terms of service thing for Minecraft, it states that anything that you make can just be taken by them. I'd like them just for a couple of bits, just be like, contact them, just give them a job, or just have it where it's like a freelance thing. It's just like, this code you've done, can we take it and we just give you some money?
And to be fair, they actually have hired. There's a fair few people in their dev team that used to be modders and were members. Yeah, they got some great people on. How many people were? It was originally it was just Notch. Then the team grew a little bit, like in the first couple years, but since then they've got several hundred.
There's a lot of people working. They're doing different like sections as well. You got like Minecraft Legends, Minecraft Dungeons, Minecraft, and then you had like Minecraft Java, Minecraft Bedrock. I would like there to be a little bit more parity between the actual versions. Like a few people actually on the stream asked where they had this whole thing. It was like creator questions. A couple of people actually asked there specifically to them about parity between Minecraft versions, like whether Minecraft Legends mobs, Minecraft Dungeons mobs will ever make their way into other versions and stuff. They've been pretty elusive on that. I think it would be cool to see. But I'm happy with the bamboo variants of stuff and
I'm
hanging
always
signs.
down for more blocks. Give me all the blocks.
I think this is going to be like the calm before the next update. This is like a relatively small update for 120, which I'm happy for because it means they're not rushing what I think they're working on. Because somebody a while back said, was like, oh, if you inspect the code for the frame that's in the ancient city, it's called a portal frame. And then there was a lot of speculation on whether that's going to be the next update. I'm glad it isn't, because I don't want them to rush it. I think they're probably working on something like that in the background, and they're not going to release it until it's nailed.
I mean, the game's been out this long. We're due for another big something. Dimension, main boss, something.
Yeah. So, we'll, that'll be that. Oh, also, before we end the stream, unlike previous versions of Minecraft releases, where the snapshots aren't going to be for months after, the snapshots are going to be starting within the next few days, I think Agnes said.
Yeah.
So if you do want to try out all of these things, and I probably will be, I'll probably do some streams of some of the snapshots. I'm probably also going to do some videos of snapshots where I go through different bits and pieces and do some snapshot videos. But if you want to get, try it, keep your eye out for the snapshots on the Minecraft launcher or wherever you play your Minecraft content, and try them out. I'm interested to see what you will build. And if you're interested in joining the Random Fandom Discord where you can share things that you've built, then even better. Yes, Jens gave a very non-answer to that question. Yes, he did. Yes. And that was this year's Minecraft Live. I thank you for listening to the rants and the analyses of different bits and pieces and what we've thought on things like Minecraft Legends. There wasn't that much to do with Minecraft Bedrock.
No.
That's not that we didn't cover it. That's just that they didn't really say anything that was different. But obviously now it's just all Minecraft, so I guess they feel like the parity's there enough that they can just lump it all in one section now. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know that I would agree that it's there yet, but as much as I hate to admit it, I love Java and I never want to see it go away. But I think we all know the reality is for true parity, it's they're never going to get it as long as there's two versions on two different programming languages. I just don't know. I don't know. And
that's how we'll leave this stream. We don't know. We don't know, guys. And actually, no. How I want to leave this is we've shared a lot of screenshots, a lot of thoughts, a lot of images and stuff like that. Like everything that we've shown is a work in progress. Mojang, it's not all final. They're not all like released tomorrow. They're still working on it. Take everything that we've said, everything that you've seen with a pinch of salt, as you should do Minecraft Live itself. Don't expect anything. They're still working on it. Wait for them to actually... Remember, concepts are not commitment.
Yep. Fireflies. I mean,
Fireflies. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had a lot of fun. We're probably going to be doing... yes, we're going to be streaming again this Friday coming. For the second part of the Random Craft Spooktober Halloween event. We had a ton of fun yesterday. Thank you for everybody that tuned in yesterday. For those they were great. I had so much fun. I know all the randoms did. I know that a bunch of people that were watching did. It was awesome. I was super tired by the end of it. I think I was like online for like 14 hours.
I'll say you were on all day.
Oh yeah, I was exhausted. I slept so well last night. Anyway, that's for him. Look, it's getting on to me and Lag talking about bedroom stuff, so I'm getting a little bit excited. So I'm gonna close this stream off now. I hope you all had a really fun time, and I will catch you later.
Bye, guys.